Kevin Feige just let something massive slip out about Avengers Endgame. I think it explains this greater threat thing people have been talking about, and it actually hints at Annihilus.
It's like the news, but for nerds. Subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Today's shout out goes to Tracy Boyal. Yes, indeed, Mark Hamill is rumored to be the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We'll do another nerd card question at the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Holy crap, we got an exciting show for you today. Now, real quick before we get into this crazy thing that Feige said, I do want to say that tomorrow, April 2nd, is in fact the day you will be able to get Avengers Endgame tickets. We spoke about this on the show last week, but more and more sources are coming out, and it does look like we will be able to get our hands on these tickets tomorrow. I'd be paying attention very early in the morning. Scoop up those tickets as soon as you can. Oh, and guys, I want to mention every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be doing a fan chat live that is dedicated to Avengers Endgame. We've done this for movies before. You can consider these the Avengers Endgame live streams. Every Wednesday leading up to the film, we're going to be here talking about Avengers Endgame, so mark your calendars for that. All right, so let's get into this craziness. I cannot believe that Kevin Feige actually said this, but while sitting down with an interview with Collider, he was asked a very strange question. The question was whether or not Thanos would have had the power to finish his mission without the gauntlet. We know that Thanos was going around using his war powers to devastate at least half of the population of different planets. He was trying to balance the universe before he even had the stones. And so the question was to Feige, could he have done it without the stones? To which Feige said this: well, there's a reason he is called the most powerful being in the universe in Guardians of the Galaxy. He has massive resources and has assembled a huge army and a trove of items, some even cosmic in origin. Thanos' life mission was to balance out the universe, and he was always going to do that. But when it became clear that he had a chance to assemble all of the Infinity Stones, he took that chance, and that is what we see play out in Avengers Infinity War. Then the interviewer pressed him on that idea of Thanos having items that are possibly from cosmic origin. The interviewer asked if we'd ever get the opportunity to see some of these items or see Thanos use these weapons. Feige says, well, there would have to be a reason for it, and now that Thanos has completed his mission, it's very unlikely he would be using that sort of stuff anymore. However, in order to assemble some of these things and in his missions from the past, Thanos has made enemies. Some of these enemies have powerful items themselves, and you might see some of them banding up with the Avengers to take Thanos out. Something like Annihilus and his cosmic control rod could be one of those things. In fact, it. I'll tell you right here, Annihilus will be in Avengers Endgame. It's April Fool's, guys. You got clickbaited.
Ha! Got him! Got him!
Okay, don't get mad, don't leave the video. We are actually gonna talk about the Cosmic Control Rod and what's going on with Thanos. Check this out. There actually are images of the official Funko Pop for Thanos, and he's holding his sword in his right hand, and he's holding this weird item here in his left hand. Now, we've actually seen this item before. It is in the leaked set photos from way back in the day with Captain America, Ant-Man, and Tony Stark seemingly at the Battle of New York. Captain America is literally holding an item that looks just like this. Now, at first, I thought this was like a placeholder, like a prop that eventually would be turned into something else, maybe like a hammer, maybe some other sort of weird weapon. But the fact that you see it in the Funko Pop leak is really weird. It kind of makes me think that no, this is an actual item that will matter. It is of significance in Avengers Endgame. And so what could it be? I mean, you know, obviously it could be the Cosmic Control Rod, and that would be super dope, but I highly doubt they're introducing anything like that. Instead, I think it could be some kind of a beacon or technology created by Tony Stark, perhaps to like centralize on moments from different pasts or different universes. We think that he's using the BARF technology in some way to perhaps look into the past, and then using quantum realm technology, they will then be able to visit the past or influence the past from other dimensions. I know it's a really weird idea, but I'm promising you guys it's going to be taking place in this film. This rod could somehow play a role in traveling back and forth through the quantum realm, perhaps seeing where things are at in the quantum realm. That's sort of what I believe it will be. And unfortunately, Thanos holding it here in this Funko Pop is kind of a sign that like he'll get his hands on it. Perhaps he'll be using it to follow the Avengers into wherever they go into the quantum realm, and we'll get some crazy battle going through different times and realities in the movie. Either way, I'm not really sure here, but it's absolutely crazy that this thing is in the official Funko Pop. What do you guys think this is, and what do you think it means for Avengers Endgame? Last thing I want to talk about is just all sorts of toy stuff is leaking. I mean, guys, we're so close to Avengers Endgame that all of this stuff is going to be coming out. Today, the coolest thing that I thought dropped were the official Hot Toys images for Thanos and for Iron Man. And Hot Toys put on their website officially that this is the Mark 85 armor for Tony Stark, and man, it just looks so awesome, so badass. It's going to be technologically advanced in a way we've never seen before. And think about it, there's been 34 different versions of armor that Tony Stark works on until he gets this version. Do you really think there's not gonna be a time jump in the movie? I mean, how long is it gonna take Tony to do those different prototypes? It's kind of crazy. And then of course, Thanos for Endgame is officially in his armor, and he has this sword. And the sword seems to be able to expand itself and kind of become longer. Now, this is the best evidence yet that we will be seeing Thanos in this armor. I mean, we've seen this a lot. It's been leaked all over the place, but the question still remained, would we actually see Thanos donning the armor? Is it actually gonna take place? I highly doubt that Hot Toys would do a version of this figure like this unless it was actually gonna happen in the movie. So let me know what you think about that. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on the computer like all the time in the next couple of weeks here, guys. I'm looking for anything crazy that drops, so make sure you check back into the channel. Your notifications are enabled. We're in the end game now, baby, so crazy stuff's gonna be coming out. We're gonna cover it here. Now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know who was having conversations with Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet comic book while he was on his Skull throne. Mistress Death was there, Thanos was there, and there was another character there that was actually interacting quite a bit with Thanos. The question is, what was the name of that character? Answer that question in the comment section below. I hope you guys aren't too mad about the April Fool's joke. It's like the only time I can legit clickbait you and not feel terrible about it, but it's all in fun. I hope you understand that. Don't be mad at me. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.